After ignoring 2 invitations to appear before the Public Investment Committee, it would take a threat to press criminal charges to have former Transport Minister Amos Kimunya eventually show up for grilling on his role over the controversial standard gauge railway tender. And he did not hesitate to show his discomfort appearing before this committee.
When you're called as a witness, then you need to know clearly, the context in which you're becoming a witness and who you are witness for.
In the process, we realized that your name featured prominently, actually, in certain communications, and we felt it will only be fair to give you an opportunity to come and clear the air. At this stage, we are not saying the Honorable Amos Kimunya is culpable.
You come to assist the committee. If you honestly think that you don't have the information that can be useful to us, then as the questions come, you'll say, I don't know, I don't remember, I don't recollect, that's all. But to start and say, who am I coming for? This is not adversarial.
I, Amos Kimunya.
Kimunya was eventually compelled to take oath before giving his evidence before the committee, maintaining that he had no primary role in the deal with the China Roads and Bridges Company, claiming that it is the Kenya Railways Corporation which approved the deal and could not interfere in the process. But it is a matter of a letter he wrote to the Kenya Railways Corporation, instructing them to stop the feasibility study that threw a spanner in the works. In the letter, Kimunya is said to have stopped invitation to other bidders who would have undertaken a feasibility study, saying that a Chinese firm had already offered to undertake the study free of charge.
Here is a written submission. If you compare this letter, your submission and this letter, certainly somebody can say that you are in breach of the Public Procurement and Disposal Act, and this itself can constitute an abuse of office, because you are interfering with an entity that is recognized by law to discharge its procurement function.
I directed that we cannot have 2 parallel studies on the same thing. It's a waste of public funds. And if I abused office by saving Kenyans 1 billion shillings, I'm happy I abused that office.
Kimunya going ahead to accuse the committee of bearing improper motives towards him.
Remembering that members of parliament have not bothered to understand the issues. If you don't want to understand the issues, you will have controversies. I've come at the expense of making my money. Yeah? Now all of you sitting here will be paid an allowance out of this. Mheshimiwa Kimunya, I'm the chair of this committee and you are here, unfortunately. Let's have some honor. Can we now rule you out of order? No, Mr. Chairman, you are the one who is out of order.
And eventually, the committee's proceedings could not go on.
The meeting stands adjourned.
Thank you.
And the Honorable Kimunya is hereby declared a hostile witness. Can we have the Honorable Kimunya escorted out of the President of Parliament? Quickly. You have been here longer than us. Whatever Kimunya has touched stinks.
And so the meeting would end on the very note it started, hostility on the part of former Minister for Transport Amos Kimunya, who insists that he is a private citizen and was only here to help the committee. Esther Kahumbi, Citizen TV, Nairobi.